Through this demonstration, we would like to illustrate our multi-spectral viewing technology and how it is a direct reflection of physical matter. Viewing is a skill that our engineers have developed to observe the radiation emitted by our DNA, bodily cells, and organs. But what does it mean? Here, we wish to explain utilizing a technique used by physicists to observe radiation. This set of equipment, prepared by a team of French physicists, is called a cloud chamber that they use to observe larger, charged, radiation particles. Here, they show how the equipment is set up. A layer of liquid alcohol is applied on the bottom glass with a refrigeration system at the bottom. A piece of uranium ore, pitchblende, is placed on the glass plate. The encasing will be illuminated with a series of LED lights. The lid is sealed with more alcohol, and then placed on top. The system is then connected to a power supply to sustain the temperature at -40 degrees Celsius. At this temperature, alcohol is just at its condensation point. This means that the entire space is saturated with heavy alcohol vapor. As the uranium decays naturally, charged radiation particles are emitted from the ore, which then interacts with the alcohol's mostly invisible vapor, condensing it back into visible droplets, thus making visible the usually invisible path. This radiating emission is similar to what trained engineers observe with our multispectral viewing technology. Other than this movement and pathway, we are also able to perceive different colors, densities, and fields. Specifically for uranium ore, we mainly observe intense, volatile personality traits, which are logics, mindsets, and emotions, that are representative of the following traits. Extreme protectiveness of own self-interests, thus would easily perceive others as a threat, blowing things out of proportion. When one cannot acquire what one wants, would react with desperation, lashing out hysterically, wanting to punish and annihilate others. These characteristics are very unstable and radioactive, coinciding with uranium ore's actual physical properties. Its active decaying process emits mainly alpha particles that eventually breaks down the physical form into iodine. As you may know, radiation can cause burns, cellular mutations, and cancer for those who are exposed to large amounts. An extreme example is people who were affected by Chernobyl's nuclear power plant failure in 1986. All elements and all physical matter slowly decay, not only those deemed as radioactive elements. As you can see in this large cloud chamber, we can observe radiation in its atmosphere. So, radiation exists everywhere, and hence affects us. Similar to uranium, our DNA bears within it similar inherent logics or personality traits, that also emits minute radiation from our bodily cells and organs. Thus, we are readily being exposed to our own radiation. The more intense, volatile, and reactive our personality and emotions are, the more radiation is being emitted, burning us from inside out and mutating our cells. We also can be affected by all the radiation that surrounds us. The land in which we reside and the people we come in contact with could also heavily affect our psychological and physical well-being and may cause irreversible adverse effects. Hence, if we want to improve the condition of our psychological and physical well-being, we need to focus on the root cause that is our inherent personality, logics, mindsets, and emotions.